Between the ages of 12 and 18, the gap between the keepers who move towards academy level and the ones who stay quietly stuck at Sunday League isn't usually talent, it's habits. So in this video, I'm breaking down the 5 biggest mistakes that are killing progress for young goalkeepers. And if you want to play academy, college, or even just keep your starting spot the next season, you need to fix these. And stick around, because without the last one, all the physical training in the world won't save you. Let's kick off things with mistake number 1. I remember a game when I was 16. We were playing a close semi-final. I had been flying around for an hour, feeling absolutely unstoppable. Then, with 10 minutes left, a weak shot came in low to my left. It was a save that I could probably have made in my sleep, but my legs were dead. I didn't have the power to push. The ball slipped under my hand and we lost the game. A lot of keepers your age avoid anything to do with strength work, stretching, mobility, all that boring stuff. But modern goalkeeping is physical. You got 1v1 crashes, big crosses, hard landings, and if your body is not ready for all of that, you'll feel it straight away. So here's the simple fix. 2 short strength or mobility sessions a week. That's it. You don't need crazy gym routines or heavy weights. Just use your body weight, resistance bands, maybe a couple of dumbbells if you have them. Focus on your legs, your core, your shoulders, because when your body gets stronger, you move better, you feel safer, you look more confident, and when you look confident, you start playing confident. But even if your body's ready for goalkeeping, you're still gonna struggle if you don't fix this next mistake. Let's dive into mistake number 2. Do you ever find yourself screaming instructions at your backline, but they still end up crashing into each other or leaving a striker wide open? Yeah, I used to do that all the time. I would see a striker making a run, but by the time I had finished my sentence, the striker already had the ball. Dave, he was probably on the floor and the ball was in the net. Defenders, they're tired. Their brain is low on oxygen. They cannot decode complex sentences in the middle of a game. And if you give them a whole paragraph every time you're trying to say something to them, they hear nothing. So here's how to do it. Build a dictionary of 3 to 5 words, and that's it. Keeper when you're coming for it, away when they should just boot it into row C, man on when someone's close, time when they have time to relax, and step up when you need your line to push higher. Remember, you're a commander, a leader, you're not a commentator. Jimmy Carragher. But here's the thing, none of it matters if you're not doing this next thing. Let's talk about mistake number 3. And this one might feel a little uncomfortable because you say you want to be a top goalkeeper, but your actions say something completely different. And I see this all the time. A young goalkeeper trying to tell me that he wants to play at a higher level, but then 5 minutes later, they're showing me their brand new hoodie, their energy drink, but their gloves, they look like they just survived a dog attack. And listen, I'm not judging you because I used to do exactly the same, but at some point you have to ask yourself, am I investing in things that make me better or in things that just distract me? Because here's the truth no one likes to hear, even small investments, they make a big difference in your development. For example, having a good pair of gloves gives you confidence in matches, a proper ball and some cones to help you train better, a structured plan stops you from wasting time, and a tripod, even a cheap one, to film your sessions will give you instant feedback. You have to think like someone who genuinely wants to reach a higher level, because when you start investing in yourself, even in small ways, your brain goes, okay, this matters, and your whole effort changes with it. And of course, if you want something structured, instead of guessing your way through solo sessions, I put together an offer that's too good to refuse. And if you want to check it out, I'll left the link in the description. But listen, even with better gear, better gloves, better training, most goalkeepers still struggle for one simple reason. Let's talk about mistake number 4. I once watched a keeper at the local park sweat for an hour. He was diving, jumping, kicking, and he looked like he was working really hard. But then I watched him closely. He wasn't actually improving anything. He was just getting tired. He would hit a side volley, then throw a high ball, then try a punt. I'm not saying that it's bad. I'm just saying that it could be better. Here's why. Random training gives you random results. You don't build any one skill properly, and you just get good at being busy, not good at goalkeeping. But here's the good news. You don't need any fancy drills or a private coach to fix this. All you need is a simple weekly structure. One day for handling and footwork, one day for diving, another day for distribution, and one day for crosses or high balls. And then you repeat it, you track it, you write it down, and adjust it if you need to. Because once your training actually has structure, improvement becomes way more predictable. You feel it, you see it, and you stop wasting time doing drills that don't help you move forward. But even with a great plan, there's still something keeping most young goalkeepers stuck, and this one might be bigger than you think. Here's mistake number 5. Most goalkeepers don't fail because they're bad. They fail because they never really start. I can't train because I don't have a goalkeeper coach. I can't work on crosses. I don't have a full-size goal. My pitch is too rough. It's raining. I've heard them all. And trust me, I get it. Perfect conditions are really nice. But here's the truth. The best goalkeepers you know from the best leagues in the world, they didn't wait for fancy pitches. They didn't wait for perfect equipment. They just started with whatever they had. And you can do the same thing. Don't have any cones? Well, use bottles, shoes, rocks, anything you can move really. You don't have a coach? There are self-training structures for that, no problem. And you don't have a field? You can still work on your footwork, handling, mobility, and even your strength in a small bedroom. The point is, you don't need perfect conditions. You just need to stop waiting for them. We covered a lot today, but one thing we didn't talk about is your positioning. If you want to become a master at positioning, click this video.